September 20th through the 22nd was a weekend that the Red Sox have had circled on their calendar the whole season. The Minnesota Twins coming to town late in the season, sharing division title and wildcard aspirations with the Red Sox. This was supposed to be a big series, and for the Twins, it is. They suddenly find themselves battling for the last wildcard spot with an upstart Tigers team from their own division and from the Mariners out west. But the Red Sox, after stumbling their way to a 23-35 record post-All-Star break, this weekend series is more about the struggle to finish above 500 for the first time in 3 years than fighting for a playoff spot. Now, the month-long battle to get a big hit with runners in scoring position was highlighted again tonight against Minnesota, as the Red Sox managed to leave the winning run at third base in the 9th, 10th, and 11th inning, striking out each time. The Red Sox tied a franchise record with 20 strikeouts on the night, something that has only happened 2 other times in team history, one of which was against Nolan Ryan. And no disrespect to the Twins pitching staff, Nolan Ryan, they are not. The Red Sox lead the majors with 578 batting strikeouts since the All-Star break. They've also grounded into 51 double plays, second only to Houston and Atlanta, who are tied with 54 since the break. As Jarren Duran admitted the other day, the team is pressing, but they have not been able to break through. As the season winds to a close and playoff hopes have dwindled, there's a few things that I'm still hoping to see and I think would be fun, as well as a few expectations from fans that I think are well worth applying to players, coaching staff, and the front office this winter. The first is situational hitting. Over the past week, the Red Sox have gone an abysmal 3 for 44 with runners in scoring position. The big hit matters, but so does the ability to get the runner over. Alex Cora has been preaching the need for situational hitting for multiple seasons now. I do give props to Connor Wong for getting a great sacrifice bunt down in extra innings today, but it's pointless when the strikeouts pile up. The Red Sox need to learn how to cut down on the chase rate and start making more productive outs instead of giving at-bats away. I would love to see them worry less about results and just focus on putting the ball into play over the last week. Secondly, I want to see the kids play. The Red Sox have gotten miracles from Richard Fitts, who became the first Red Sox pitcher to throw at least 5 scoreless innings in his first 3 starts, and the second ever since 1901 to do that. Young players getting a chance to get their feet wet is exactly what you want to see in the month of September. The Red Sox have had a ton of rookies who've added considerable value to the team, and there's a whole new wave of position players and pitchers who will be challenging for roster spots in the spring. With Houck and Pivetta dealing with fatigue, and Ref Snyder and Devers both getting shut down with injuries, I wouldn't mind seeing Quinn Priester making a spot start in the next week, or maybe Roman Anthony taking a few at-bats come September in the last homestand at Fenway Park. That would be awesome. Now lastly, the team needs to fix the defense. I know it, you know it, they know it. The team has not been consistent in the slightest. The return of Trevor Story has stabilized the middle of the field somewhat, and Costas has looked pretty athletic at first in spite of some errors, but perhaps the greatest need for the Red Sox is to improve as a team defensively. Last year, Trevor Story hosted a week-long camp at his house. Maybe he should invite the whole team this time? There's an argument to be made that the Red Sox would be in a playoff position if they hadn't given away a few late leads due to costly defensive mistakes. This is something the coaching staff and the team really needs to focus on going into next season. Now, with the playoffs out of the picture at this point, what do you want to see from the Red Sox over the last week of the season? Feel free to let us know in the comments. For TalkSox.com, I'm Caleb Kahn.